Alright, part 2 time. Alright, here's the screws that I just took off. The belt attachment, loop attachment. And I'm going to take these and put these in this little baggie here that I just took the other screws out of. And what I'm doing, for the people that are just tuning in, is I'm switching my stock belt loop from this XD Serpa holster, Blackhawk Serpa, to a quick disconnection setup. Alright, now I'm going to use, I think that looks pretty good. I've got my holes lined up with the holes on here. And like I said, it's got a lot of different holes on it in case you decide, okay, it's not quite perfect, you want to move it one little space over, then you can do that. That's why I don't really tighten the screws all the way down until I'm absolutely sure that's where I want to keep the wheel at. And you just take your screws. These are 2 different size screws. I think the smaller headed ones will work just fine. If you got small head and big head, I don't know if you can see it on camera. This is a bigger one. This is a smaller head. And they've already got Loctite or it's like a tape epoxy stuff on there. It's not. I don't think it's really Loctite, but. And then I'm gonna take one and stick it in that hole and just kind of get it in there enough to hold the thing in place. Now I'm gonna put another one in there, just enough to hold it right there, and just test it. But you do want it tight enough on this particular setup to where you can actually remove it out of the female easily, because you want them to have it nice and tight when you're using it. There's that. And I'm not going to put the third one in quite yet. These 2 should be enough to keep it in place. I'm going to grab that belt loop holster I have here, and we'll see how this works, how this looks. There. You know, and I may leave it, and we'll do the trial and error thing on it. I may test it out and see how it works. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little change here on this. And do this real fast. And I'll take my concealed carry holster off. One of my guns in it. And yes, that's a loaded gun, and I will treat it as such. And we will take this thigh rig. Let's see. This already has my 1911 in it, and I will grab this, twist it off. That over there. Alrighty. Because I've probably used this more than I do any of the other ones, other than my vest. Alright, let's try this one. And this. Let's see. Oh, one more over. Let's see, how does that look? That thing. Now, to me, it seems like it's tilted a little bit backwards, so I may switch the holes on the wheel, because that's way too far forward and it's too far back. So, you know what? I think I'm going to move the holes over slightly to the next available opening on this. I like using a hand screwdriver. That way I can actually torque it down and actually feel it tighten up. That way I don't screw anything up in there on that. And you're not stripping your screws out also, which saves you a headache later if you ever have to take this apart a bunch of times, or just take it apart for whatever reason. There. And I had it like so. I think I'm going to go twist it one hole over. And that actually moves your little, I don't know what the heck you'd call them, connections on there. Now this I am going to have to use with these holes. I'm going to use the bigger size screw now, because I'm going to end up using the bigger size screw on the holes that I have chosen on this one. And I will do it the same way. I'll tighten, just barely tighten it down enough to where I can actually use the thing on there. Oops. There. Hang on. Wrong screw. Grabbed a small one. My bad. I don't even know my own strength. Alright, there we go. Good deal. Alright. I'll grab another another one and do the same thing I just did the previous time. I'm always doing something here with my gear. Like I said before, 99% of this stuff that I review on YouTube here for you guys is all mine. It's actually mine. I haven't borrowed it. I haven't had somebody ask to test it out and do a review on anything. Alright, let's try it now. You know, now that looks a little bit better. It's ever so slightly tilted forward, and that's the way I prefer it. You guys may prefer it differently, but yeah, I know you can't really tell this in the camera, but this is actually tilted slightly forward of center. And when your gun is in this holster and it's on your thigh and you reach down to grab it, to me it's actually a little bit more comfortable doing it like so. So I think I'm going to leave that paddle right where it is on this holster now. So what I need to do is take it off and tighten it up. Put the third screw in it and tighten it all the way down. And I think I'm done with it then. There we go. Right on. This is awesome. This is going to work out real good. I've got lots of reviews coming for you guys. I've got plenty of guns to review. Anytime I get a new gun and I get a chance to get out to the range with it, I'll make sure I post it, take the camera with me, and get it on the review table for you guys. And anything that I do review once and post, I will keep you guys updated if anything happens with that particular piece of gear, whether it be a gun, a knife, or a tactical vest, whatever. So, alright, there's that. Now I have my wheel on the back of my holster now, and the excellent thing about that is I can use it now on my thigh rig or on this piece here and put it on my belt, or take it, and I'm going to move the camera here, sorry about that, and take it and toss it on my vest. Right there, I got one set up with a Blackhawk CQC MOLLE attachment, and I've got this set up on my vest. I got it here, still trying it out right there, not sure if I'm comfy with it right there. I may end up changing my vest all around, but the way I look at it is you got to test your stuff to see if it'll work. I have it kind of set up as a cross draw vest. There. Now I've got it set on that, and I will do a review on this vest later on. But so far I'm happy with it as far as its ruggedness and sturdiness of it. Holds a lot of crap. So that's my big thing that I'm doing tonight, is doing some stuff on my gear. And I'll show you how to use this the holsters themselves here real quick. Alright, now your female piece here. How much time do I have? I got a couple. I maybe have enough. Now on this, you're going to be wearing this on your belt like so. I always try and, these are your release tabs. You can see them a little better that way. These actually pull up like that. And when your holster's locked into place, these two things hold it in there, and it's not going to come out. You push it in, the tabs come up, and you twist, and they lock into place, and it's not going to come out of that thing. So once you get this attached to your whatever piece of gear you're using, it's not going to move nowhere. On this particular thing, female piece, there's instead of actually screwing into the back of the holster, it comes with actual, they're not nuts, they're like, you take the screw in this side and it actually threads into the piece on this side, but they're two separate things. You'll see if you ever get anything like this. The kit, the quick disconnect kit, I think I paid $50 for. Nah, scratch that. I paid about $40 for it. And just this piece here was $9.99 from Blackhawk. That's the actual list price of this piece here. The thigh rig, I paid, without the holster, I paid $46.95, I believe, from Optics Planet. This is all, prices are all before shipping. Tack on another $8. So I try and place as many things on one order as possible, so I'm not paying a bunch of shipping charges and I go broke. And if you get one that's actually got a holster already attached to it without the quick disconnect system, you're looking at about $90. They're not cheap. But like I said, I'll do a separate review on this later on. I'm about out of time. Actually, I'm over time right now. But the way this works is, clicks in, you push it in, just slightly off where you're going to have it at, and it locks into place. And now you're ready to rocking and rolling on the range or wherever you're going, walking out the door, whatever. Putting it on your tack vest and walking out the door, doing it that way. But I'll do a review on my 1911 holster too, because I also have one from my 1911s too. I am out of time. I'm over time actually, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for the ratings and the subscriptions and everybody watching, and subscribe if you haven't. There's going to be a lot more fun things that I'm going to be showing you guys. So see you guys later. Bye.